Hello, welcome again, and thank you for tuning in. I made another video. So the plan this time was to go to the southwest corner of the province, Shaunavon, where there was a mural festival, Southwest Mural Fest. So packed up the car, got everything ready to go, and went to go check it out. Yeah. The Southwest is one of my favorite areas to go travel. It's so cool. When the opportunity came up, I was like, hey Heather, yeah, like we should go check this out. And we can go check out some of these cool spots I'd love to show you. So she was into it, and I was like, hey, let's like find a cool place to camp, because we've been wanting to camp. Found a plan, put it into action, and it was all set and ready to go for the weekend. Really wanted to shoot with the Pentax 6.7 lately. I really liked how it went in Estevan. This time along, I brought along the Intrepid. I don't know, something got me wanting to shoot large format. First off we made was Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Not very far from home. It's weird, like, this camera has a smell to it. Oh. Saw this cool looking facade. Thought I'd, warm up the Pentax with it. Just, start shooting. There we were, on the road, Tilly hat on head, knitting needles in hand, ready for adventure. We stopped in La Flèche, Saskatchewan, which is a francophone community. There was one spot where I usually check, so that was the first spot I went, sure enough. Really sweet, pretty cool. Next up, Kincaid, Saskatchewan.
I think those birds must have a nest and they're mad at you.
Always been a fan of this Harper's Hardware building. There used to be a hotel behind it, but not anymore.
They're swooping at your head.
At my head?
Yeah.
So the cool thing about Fuji is there's these little stickers. All the other ones you have to lick. It's gross. We ready to go. Cool. Okay, I'll be right back.
Toodles.
Toasty, and I'm probably gonna get ticks all over me if there's still ticks. God, I hope there's not ticks. Yeah, so I saw this Bronco from the highway, decided to come back and shoot it, and I'm stoked. I can't do this with two hands, so I will check back with you if I survive this.
Farming, not farting.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shoot. You missed.
What? So this is the Pentax 300 millimeter f4. Not only that, with the 2x converters. I bought it, I used it maybe once, and then I was having shutter issues with my camera, so it sat on the shelf pretty much till now. So we'll see what it is, but man, it's a pain in the ass to lug around.
Do you see that? Can you see what that is?
Where? Oh yeah, that's a bicycle. Yep. Should we go see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not too cool.
It's just so hard to hold this thing. That was most of the little like sightseeing before we got checked in at the campsite. It was a first come first serve sort of deal, so we wanted to get in, make sure we had a spot, and then go into Shaunavon and check out the festivities.
It's okay to buy those dang pops.
If it's 25, so I don't have a 5.
If that's it, please check me here. He's got a pretty sweet gig here, this guy. Full-time camper.
Ponytail.
Yeah, that's true. True too.
Darcy looks familiar. Good. How are you?
Hot.
A little bit, hey? Oh, we were looking to hopefully camp. It's not a good face.
Availability?
You lost your trailer.
What's that?
You lost your trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're tanning.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. There, yeah,
Just for one night.
I like that guy.
We did lose our trailer, didn't we?
We did lose our trailer.
It'd be funny if I was like, what?
We set up camp at Pine Cree Regional Park, which luckily for us was right in the middle of Shaunavon and East End, the two places I wanted to go see, so it's perfect. Then we finally made it into Shaunavon. Yeah, it was really cool. I'm a big fan of murals and street art, and specifically wanted to go see one of my favorite artists, Jairus. And here he is doing a cat mural, so really excited about that. So in Shaunavon, it was Boomtown Days, you may have seen that. So that's what the murals were there for, but there were things going on all weekend, including a car show, so I missed the car show. But a lot of them were still hanging around town. Okay, so one of the things in Boomtown Days in Shaunavon, I would say probably one of the main attractions are the lawnmower races, which sounds bizarre, and trust me, it's even weirder than you think it is. But anyway, we went for supper. We're celebrating our anniversary, so I wanted to treat Heather somewhere special, and the Harvest Eatery did not disappoint. It was fantastic.
Oh, fantastic.
Next up, I wanted to show Heather around East End. I first went to East End with Harry a few years ago, and it blew my mind. It's one of the coolest places. It's like stuck in the Wild West, it feels like. So yeah, I wanted to show her around a few things after supper before we headed back towards camp. One of them being just past East End is Ravenscraig, and there's this old shack that I've been just downright enamored with since I saw it 4 years ago. It's too bad about all the smoke in the sky, but this time I brought the drone. Got the drone up in the sky, got some cool shots of that. So I did shoot a single sheet of Belvia 100. I know last time I posted a video without sharing the photos, I got blasted in the comments. I'm doing all the photos except I'm not doing E6 on this. I just don't have enough time. Sorry, so I'm not doing that sheet, but you'll see all the other photos here. So you'll just have to be patient for that one. My apologies, I know how you all hate that. Boom. Roasted.
Are you okay? Are you good like that? I can take this.
And then we went to Jones Peak, the other place I wanted to show her, which is truly fantastic. It's basically Saskatchewan's Grand Canyon. You get up and you walk out and you just look across at all the different layers. It's truly fantastic. So Heather bought this 1960s new old stock. Like literally this thing is brand new camp stove. We bought the right fuel for it. Turns out this thing slaps pretty good. Pumps out some heat. So made some coffee, made some breakfast, and then went to go check out Shaunavon once again. So I got a tip that there was some new art installed near the grain elevators. Some real Alex Burke.
Yours?
But also I was tipped of a nice composition with the hay bales and the grain elevators and the train. That was one of my first things. So I set that up. This time I used the Intrepid panorama mask. But yeah, so I got that shot. I'm pretty pumped. I'm really pumped with how this one came out. I'm really happy. Maybe I changed the composition a little bit, but I really like it. But after that, we got a little bit closer to the trains and saw the new artwork that had recently been installed. That was a pretty good note to make it, start making our way back home. So we started to make our way home. So by this part of the weekend, it was, I was starting to get a little bit tired. It was kind of a long weekend. So we took a bit of a more direct way home, but not without me making my, my last stop. I wanted to show Heather. And that is a small ghost town, Nidpath? I don't know. Jury's still out on that one. Trip is just a highlight reel of some of my favorite places near home, and this one's so fantastic. One of my favorite places. So I was happy I got to show Heather. There's one last spot, and then that was it. And then that was just kind of the end of the weekend. This weekend kind of gave us a good mix of everything. It was really nice camping outside. Right next to a stream, which was really good, except having to piss like every hour. Going to see some incredible art, seeing some people I haven't seen in a really long time, which was really cool. And then being able to show Heather a lot of my favorite places that have become really important to me in the last few years of my life. So it's really cool to be able to share that with someone you cared about. So, well, I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the photos. Make sure to check me out on Instagram, Faulty Flip Flap. This is primarily where I'll be sharing all of these photos, aside from this video, of course. It's been nice, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully it's not too long from now. Peace.
Don't let the cougar get me. You know? Whoop.
What's her name?
The cougar?
What's on your nose?